You always have to wipe your spectacles every time we have to start the show.
Because now,
why can't you do it beforehand?
She put her sheens. Okay, that will do. I mean, what can I say?
It's not gonna change anything.
It changes how I see.
Literally doesn't change. It does not change anything. It doesn't change anything about
you. Welcome to Otso Noni Talk Media. Today we are talking a safe bet. This was not a safe bet. She wasn't a safe bet.
Please can we watch the damn trailer instead of listening to this person?
Iintanga zakho zibhizi apha zithi zenjenje wena uzawutshata nini? Akhona imali oqaqali na.
You know, I actually didn't realize how many guys had that surname. I mean,
you could be getting catfished men live on this app.
I have an attraction done today. Oh, this is my mom.
I'm this close to finding my man.
And you're this close to catching something.
You're thirsty.
Mr. Clement, meet Pam.
I'm single, so...
That's a true crime. This is Mandalano. Boy.
God damn that prophecy.
No. This is God speaking. The big one.
My boy, the way to a woman's heart.
Are you really gonna let go of a nice guy like that? It was some stupid prophecy.
Like, Kimotola guys, Dlamini, Una guy.
I bet. I'm starting to think I'm undateable because I don't know what's wrong with this man. I want you.
I don't think they're gonna do this. I don't want to do this. You understand me?
I'm gonna die alone.
Yeah. No, it's
a trailer.
It's a trailer, and it says what the story is about. Straightforward, looking for the love of
Not
your
straightforward,
life.
but it's a trailer. Synopsis.
Let's talk about the synopsis, and that's a Noni department.
Really?
Take over.
This movie is about a woman in her 30s who's being put under pressure by her mom to get married. And then they go to a church and a prophet says that she'll marry Dlamini, my people. And then for the duration of the film, she is trying to find Mr. Right, who is a Mr. Dlamini, but she comes across a lot of Mr. Right nows who are also Mr. Dlaminis, but she finds a Mr. Right who is at that point in time not a Dlamini. And then she leaves him for Mr. Right now, who becomes abusive. And then right at the end, she discovers Uguti, Mr. Right actually is a Mr. Dlamini after she left him at the altar. And now she must go back and apologize.
Can we move on to the good stuff?
They finish here.
I get to where she gets this tiny ass book.
I've got a little black book. I have a little black book that I used to use for little black book things that I no longer use for little black things because I no longer have a need for little black book things because...
Guys, safe bet. The first note for me is,
are we doing good things?
Good things.
I have to hunt for those.
I love that the world is, it gives it. There are establishers here. It gives you space to breathe. The world is not this tiny. We are not blocked in. We know what's happening here. We established the friendship. They established the kind of woman she is. They established the parents and the church and the brother. Everyone has a backstory. Everyone is established. And that for me was awesome because I know what I was watching. I didn't have to figure a lot of things out. In fact, this is quite a simple film.
It's a very straightforward, simple film. They didn't try to be very overly fancy. They did a lot of amazing stuff visually. Like there are parts in the film where they are moving the story forward instead of just doing a normal montage.
Yes.
So the part is Pearl has now hooked up with the guy or the food trailer, and to show the progression of their relationship, you start seeing with the post-its on the coffee cup.
Yes.
You know, so it starts with
You look beautiful
you look
today.
beautiful today to good luck in court today to
I love you.
and then it ends with I love you. And you know, and then they cut from the I love you cup to her on the couch with him and they're kissing and she's like, I love you too.
Yeah. Oh, that is actually funny.
You know, so I was just like, oh my God, how clever is that?
It is quite clever.
How amazing is it? Because they literally made the relationship progress
Yes.
beautifully without being cliche and without being boring.
Yeah.
And
the inciting incident was so clear
very clear.
at the beginning of this film.
Very clear.
And we know Uguti, her life has changed because now she needs to follow this prophecy in this church. And, you know, her life changes completely from then onwards. I love that they showed Uguti how hard it is to find a relationship when you are a career woman who's driven. Her family doesn't understand that. So we're able to see family dynamics. You know, you may be rich, you may find a rich guy, but, you know, stay home, be a wife. That doesn't change where you are. Like, you could live in the north, but the stay home, be a wife is still a thing.
On that point, I found it quite well put across by the script writers. The whole thing of where the reality of women after a certain age, whereby regardless of how established and achieved you are, the expectation still is you can only be great if you're somebody's wife and a mother. And you could see the frustration in Pearl.
Isn't it crazy how when they negotiate things like bolo bolo and stuff, the first thing they say is, she's well educated, she's got a good career in it. And then they want to snatch that career from you as soon as the cows are paid.
Yeah, but
but bolo bolo, a career woman. In fact, they paid because of that. And now you take that away? I don't know. A lot of moms are like her mom, you know.
I know my mom is like that.
Yeah, bo, you are gaining weight, don't eat too much.
I know every single time. And I know most of us, the first thing that is said, Kohalona, when you arrive at home, the first thing your mom will say is, you are now fat. Tell us, black moms.
This is a very personal note, which is, I think it's nice to see somebody that I've known from a very long time showing up on shows like this. It is the Boswa Pearl.
Yes.
The Boswa Pearl is someone that I come from way back in theatre life with, and he's been going to auditions and trying. And now I see him having such one of the, I think it's a principal cast, because he shows up a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so big ups to you, Pemo. You've worked hard and we see you.
That is that part of the positives?
Well, they incorporate South African music.
Is that part of your positive?
I don't know how to feel. It's cute, I suppose.
At that particular point in time, you felt that.
How do you say about? Okay, let's not talk about it. Actually, let's not talk about it. Bazamile ka di color palette guysini.
I really like the way they shot.
They really did do the most.
I really, really love the way they shot. I really liked a lot of their locations.
Yeah.
And the dynamics between the mom and the daughter came through very, very clearly.
Yes.
And the brother and the sister, I enjoyed it personally, you know?
It was refreshing.
It was refreshing.
I think this movie had cute moments as much as they were cheesy as if. But
it is a rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
So they're going to have cheesy moments. They're supposed to.
Yeah, so they got them right because it fits the genre.
Yeah.
At least you guys know what makes rom-com work. There's a woman called the Opelo Mona who is the first boyfriend's mother-in-law, who is a secret lamin that we find out later. So the actual husband,
who eventually becomes a husband.
The mother is so amazing. I wish my mother-in-law were all like that.
Every single time, like what that mother-in-law there, I swear to God, I was just like, she is like every Motswana mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yes.
She's so ready for her. She's like, don't worry, you can't do the dishes. I'll do them for you. You
And
can't
her wigs.
cook, I'll cook for
And
you.
her wigs.
Oh my gosh.
Like I am mover.
Good job on that.
Yes.
Makeup.
Yes.
Because it was believable.
Yes.
It's very believable.
She's not a sophisticated what woman. She's authentically that. Yeah.
The music is not overwhelming,
No.
yet the film does not feel empty. So it comes in at the right times, it does the right things. I call sudden dish. Cedric Fury, whatever his name is, Fury. Cedric remains very nice looking because Cedric is nice looking physically. So but pretty but show
Yeah, they are, hey?
so
They got this woman.
she's so gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Her skin.
All of
her,
the-
oh,
You know what? I'm picking up more and more the more we watch South African and African content. We are getting the skin thing
We're getting
right.
the skin thing right. And the makeup for the skin thing is
We are
working
just
nice.
doing the most. Like our melanin is popping, and woo,
Yes. No.
yes.
Sebastian, guys.
But I know, guys, Africans are gorgeous.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah. So and all complexions. You guys are getting it right.
Everywhere.
On all complexions, The acting of the mother is the Pearl's mother. Yeah, I think it's nice, but I fear she's now being typecasted.
She's put into too many films playing the same role. Yeah. I mean, we watched her now on How to Ruin Christmas, and she was that person. And
On
then
the river, she's
on
that
the river,
person.
she's that person, and then on this, she's this person. So I'm starting to wonder if can she not play other things? Is she not a fully fledged actress who is a legend and amazing? Like,
so all in all, I think that this was not a bad film. It wasn't terrible. So it wasn't terrible because it ticked boxes. It ticked off the rom-com. It ticked off how it looks, the good actors,
the wardrobe,
So,
makeup.
the wardrobe, the makeup. I'm not complaining with how it looks.
Let's move on to the not so great stuff.
Din, din, din. As again, I know we said with wardrobe in.
Yo, girl, ngicela ukunatha amanzi kuqala before siqala ukukhuluma, girl. Yo, girl.
Mina nginenkinga here and there about Pearl's wardrobe.
Only
Khona
here and there,
moments,
girl.
khona moments.
Only here and there, girl.
Athi jiggy. You're just like, agqoke enye into ebhekelena upheli.
And you're just like, what is going on in this life, in this person's life during themselves?
And it's specifically Pearl.
Ooh, Pearl. Ooh, the
random.
randomest
Ooh, random.
of the random. Like, I understand.
Anything.
She's not going to put out a whip and go, did you see those things? And I'm just like, what the
It's like bra, but it's suit, but it's bra, but it's whippy.
And you're like,
what are you doing? Ning Ning, she's a freaking dress slay queen. Ning Ning,
no, I got this big belt, leather with, and you're just like, Guysini,
Don't do that.
why are you these people?
Oh, she's swimming in her clothes.
What's going
What
on?
is happening?
Guysini.
Hayibo. Azinto enhle lapha nawe wedding dress yakhe bandla. Yiyo le bengathi i-cute.
But did you also notice ukuthi ku-wedding dress yakhe i-veil yakhe inembobo?
Inembobo.
I was just like, mbobo. Okay.
Le week yakhe very interesting.
Mara, why ihlezi
Why
inje?
ihlezi
Why
inje,
what's going on
Guysini?
with Pearl, Guysini? Are you not an established lawyer person? Like, don't you think?
Ihlalana.
Guysini.
Ihlalana.
I am so hurt. I'm like hurt. Abe nicele umama kaMbali ukuthi
Umama kaMbali.
amenzele ama-wigs for the...
Bekazomsort her out.
She was going to do it for you.
Because
for
I
her
doubted
daughter's
her.
sake.
Yeah. Anyway, correct.
Anyway, so right at the beginning, Pearl is having a WhatsApp conversation with this guy, and obviously it's going to be their anniversary. And then she then has a meeting, a very important meeting, a divorce, blah, blah, blah. And then she is running late. And then they sit at this restaurant and she sits down with this guy. What's his name?
Yena Loy.
Ndoda Mphini.
Yeah.
So she sits with Ndoda Mphini, and I swear to one God above, we stay on the wide for 5 hours.
And it's an intimate conversation.
This is deep things they're talking about. This is stuff about breaking
Breakups.
up and how you don't value me.
Do you understand?
And the shot just stays here, and all we are seeing is profiles.
I felt so detached.
And I was just like, why?
I don't understand. This was supposed to be I bought you a dress and you are supposed to be,
Did he even bring it up, the dress?
He didn't even bring it up because she came in her terrible outfit.
Which she should never ever wear for the rest of her natural life, ever. Whoever made her wear that should ever
anything,
never,
ever.
No, don't do it.
Ever.
No.
Guys, so the mother calls Pearl because her brother has pulled a disappearing act again because Butwake Uyuhuzu clearly. So Pearl drives to wherever his brother is hiding. And Pearl arrives there. Guys, there's something about, I don't know what was happening with their lens, but it looked like Vaseline what? There was a certain Vaselinerized lens situation outside, guys. Wipe. Like they had a dreamy effect. Why are we dreaming
It
outside?
was very Santa Barbara when Santana and Cruz were on the beach going, we had a once in a lifetime. This is how old I am. That's how I... Why, guys? Why?
She's just talking to her brother. Why is the church so smoky?
Because we normally use smoke in locations to create depth, and because you haven't been able to dress it. But I also feel with Nkonzweni, the reason they had a whole smoke machine going in there was to show the incense and the candles burning, which we never saw, by the way. I never saw candles burning. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything that gave cause to why there was so much smoke. So I just assumed that the Holy Spirit himself had come down and filled the entire church with Holy Ghost fire. Fire! So Pearl then is going on dates. And she is wearing a stunning purple dress. Indlela dress. Bandishi dress. And then she is going on this date. Firstly, the friend is once again out of nowhere, right there. I don't understand how, because I'm like, okay. So she goes, and then she goes on this date. You know, she says to a friend, I'm going on a date. And then she gets to the venue. And suddenly she's having 3 dates. So they intercut her in the purple dress, and she's having 3 consecutive dates.
Speed dating.
I wrote, is she on the speed date?
And why was not established that she's going on speed
She said, I'm going on a date. I heard that.
with our ears.
And wait, guys. So they're walking down here. Guys, you need to hear the sound here. We need to borrow you our sound person.
Yeah, we need to borrow your sound because it's awesome.
You need a sound human being to assist you with the situation here. Because we don't understand what's happening.
So, if like they're
I understand.
Doesn't look like it comes from this passage here. It does not look like it.
I think by Shutele inside their office building.
Yeah, this can't be. That flat looks very nice with a very interesting balcony with a very modern
And I'm
flat.
just like, oh,
it looks like CBD. My flat said she was a CBD. This is how they look in the inside.
and do you know this how Komoto?
Because I've been in the streets, girl. What is she wearing? Anyway.
Why is she wearing it? Why is her hair looking like this?
Like she comes out of a
What?
dryer. Oh. Okay, so anyway.
Pearl is painting, guys. Painting.
At someone's house.
Painting. When we were at Pearl's house,
There was no
there was-
easel.
there was
no paintbrush. Akho artist lapha. Akho artist.
out of the blueness of the sky, Pearl is a painter.
And she paints such beautiful work.
She wanted to take her artwork.
Look at it.
Like,
It's so surreal and so hayibo mugeli utlojola mo. Utlojola. Solely Picasso. Mina umama kaPearl. Umama kaPearl loves Emani.
very much
She
so.
loves Emani and she's not shy about it because it's just like, me, scoff.
I want
then-
money.
Her house, guys, they're sitting at the dinner table and they've got plastic chairs.
The decor in that house. For a woman who loves money to that extent.
With a ring that
who,
expensive.
who boasts about her ring
her working
how
husband.
everything is. I am flabbergasted as to how her home looks. If orata dilo, may we please see her orata dilo? We want to see the things that you like.
Plastic.
What's happening?
What they fail to do in this film is establish these expensive, affluent people as. I understand the mom lives in the hood, but even at Deep
Kloof expensive, guys.
Expensive.
Deep Kloof expensive is Deep Kloof expensive.
Kabo, the new Dlamini guy who she left her proper husband, her fiance for. The woman also is I love money and scoff. But bahleli balcony.
A very sus.
A very sus.
There
Engana
you
view. Engana view. And they're able to buy 100,000
Vase.
Ivas.
Buke kungathi bayithenge Melvin. 57 pounds.
It's an urn.
Ooh. So, Pearl is at the church with her mom.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we get the sense that Pearl is a religious person, because nowhere in her world before that point in time was it established that Pearl is a religious person. So Jiggy usenkonzweni with her mom and her dad, and then a prophecy is being told, and then she also looks very shocked ukuthi she's being told about this Dlamini person. And then out of the blueness of the sky, Pearl wants to fulfill this prophecy for a person where it has never been established anywhere else that she nothing. She doesn't wear a cross anywhere. There is no Bible anywhere.
She doesn't
There
pray
is no
before she
there is no
sleeps.
baby Jesus. Nothing. So nothing in Pearl's world says that
Follow the
she
prophecy.
would be a person who would follow this prophecy. But guys, jiggy,
Religiously. Talking about things that happen jiggy. Jiggy. Uphela ngisho manje meets this obvious Dlamini person, which is Cedric, who comes into her firm because he wants to make he's a partner or whatever. He's a partner, right? She gets introduced to this man by her boss. And then this guy suddenly declares Utando. He sends flowers. And
so all he had was dinner with her the previous night. And the card in the flowers on her wedding day say,
I wish I knew
before because I believed in us. Wenja uhlangana nami izolo. Izolo lokhu. Hayibo. Njani?
Hayi ngiyayibona yonke leyo nto, girl. I'm just like, okay, we'll hop into your Ferrari and I become a runaway bride. Okay, that's good and well. And I start this life with you because I brought a musician to your office to come and serenade you and ask you to marry me. You have clearly been happy for all this time with this new man of yours. He has satisfied your needs, when a Pearl.
Yeah.
Jiggy. Suddenly, he's become the police of fashion. Suddenly, he's
Out
become
of
the
the blueness of
staunch
the sky.
African man who wants a woman to look a certain way.
And not dressed in
Suddenly he's telling her how to be a woman. There were no red flags before that. There were no
There was
signs
no
that keep, you know,
Udlamini lo.
Ooh, vele.
He just out of the blueness of the sky becomes a very jiggy guy.
Traditionalist man who now tells him, we're going to our parents, you can't look like that. Wow. I'm just like, njenganini. And have they seen the mom? Is he talking about that mom? Lo oyi weavist. How are you gonna rate this film?
4.
4. Yeah.
Give it a 4.
It's
cute.
It's cute.
It's
And
cute.
it's not
Yeah.
not in your face cute. It's yeah.
Cute. All right, thank you guys.
Like, share, subscribe, please.
Comment.
And suggest films for us, guys, because some fall through the cracks and we don't know. Let us know.
A lot have fallen through the cracks.
A lot.
Bye.